All set?
Yep.
Cool. Alright, so I'm going to talk about preventing chronic diseases. We're going to go over the 6 dimensions of wellness, so social, physical, intellectual, emotional, spiritual, occupational. We already went over this multitude of times. The chronic diseases I'm going to be talking about are going to be obesity, heart disease, and that's going to be in a child population. And then I'm also going to touch on osteogenesis imperfecta, also known as brittle bone disease. So that's just a visual representation of the dimensions of wellness. And then, like I said, I'm going to be going over obesity. As you can see, this guy doesn't look too happy. And just with these, as an adult, just making those health decisions with food or even drinking, smoking, different stuff like that. So with diabetes and heart disease, it definitely has increased a lot in the past few years. It is the leading cause of death now in the U.S. The sad thing is that it is totally preventable. That's coming on with exercise or diet, different stuff like that. So, as I said, I was going to go over childhood obesity. So preventing obesity and heart disease in children, that would be implementing more PE, recess, just making them get outdoors, even having them do physical activity outside of school, so getting them to sports, different stuff like that, community events. Also, one that's not really talked about is even teaching the parents, because ultimately they're going to be making the food for the kid, or hey, let's go to McDonald's or something like that. They're going to be the ones that are making those food choices, or hey, let's go to the gym instead of going here instead. So some of the challenges that come up with children would be not seeing immediate results. So, well, I've been working out for such a long time and I haven't seen anything happen, which I think that tends to be an issue with the entire population. Also, being limited on foods and activities, so that can just be a challenge of, oh, I can't have as much candy as I want, or I can't go and play video games or do different stuff like that. So to really, well, if I can't go and play my video games, why do I want to even do this kind of thing? Also, bullying at school can be a challenge for kids just because one of two ways: either, oh, you're fat and you're just going to make fun of you, or, oh, you have to watch what you eat, you bring your like your own lunch to school, different stuff like that. That could be a way that people can make fun of them. And then also, the next thing I want to kind of go into, this is just something that I researched for myself, is osteogenesis imperfecta. So this is also known as brittle bone disease. It is pretty much a self-explanatory disease. The children are born usually with broken bones or just different deformities, so they're not able to do usually weight-bearing activities. So this isn't the main population just because there is no cure to it. So if you go to the next thing, you're going to see like even different bone deformities like this. So since they aren't able to do different activities like a normal person would be able to do, like doing physical activities, then they really do have to focus on their eating habits, which is kind of hard to do in this aspect. However, the guidelines for health for both sides of the spectrum would be the people with the brittle bone disease being able to watch what they eat, doing different stuff like that, and also for the people without that, or just struggling with obesity and overweight, is just exercising so they get some stress relief out. Also, just having a healthy body overall and maintaining a healthy lifestyle and diet, making sure that they, like, I have control of what's going on, not the food controlling me kind of mindset. Also, keeping track of their personal goals. If you go to the next one, it's just making decisions just like this, like you can choose between a donut or a banana. Even though you might want the donut, the banana is probably the healthier choice. And then also having the goal setting, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound. Even for kids, that might be a fun thing. Using the goal setting strategy, having the more like a competitive mindset, like, oh, I can lose this much weight in this amount of time, or even have the kids go against each other, or maybe have even a team thing of, all right, let's see how much weight we can lose together kind of thing. And being able to see, like, all right, so we set this goal, let's see if we can reach it either together or what we can do on our own. So with the Christian worldview side, there definitely is a link between your body and your spirit as far as health goes. And as far as a Christian, you should definitely respect your body because it is a gift, and it is temporary. So the verse that comes to mind is a little bit different than everybody else's, but 1 Timothy 4:8. For physical training is of some value, but godliness has value for all things, holding promise for both the present life and the life to come. Ultimately, our goal is heaven in a Christian worldview. And our bodies are temporary, and we do want to respect the gift that God gave us, but also being able to pursue Christ in the process of I'm not just doing this for myself, but I'm also giving my body up as a sacrifice for God. And that was just one of those little things. So, there you go.